Welcome back to the Perplexing Perspective,
Episode 8.
episode 8. We've been doing this for 8 weeks.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
2 months already down the drain? Not down the drain, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Well, according to the fucking opinions of some of the people watching, down the drain.
Yeah, let's address that.
I'm addressing this. I'm going to just give a warning. Like, I don't mind what you guys say.
That's actually, okay, not because I'm trying to promote this, because I don't want this to be entirely it, but
Right.
was kind of funny.
Oh,
like,
no.
hilarious.
Like that one. Okay, so we posted a TikTok.
It was just one of our regular clips, yeah.
Yeah, and this one dude. Oh, it was talking about ever since you said that we haven't been getting hate comments. We've been getting nothing but hate comments. So appreciate that. Self-esteem's through the roof. But as soon as you said we don't get hate comments, everybody started hating on the podcast, which is cool. It's whatever. Everybody's got their opinion. But like this dude said you can't get hate comments when nobody watches.
That one I was laughing at actually a lot.
Dude,
I was like, that's funny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, dude was on our ass for sure.
Oh man.
Oh gosh, it was that was terrible. That one was funny. I think I had a pretty good response to that.
You did, yeah. By the way, every hate comment we get, we will be addressing.
Oh no! I'm an asshole, so I'm swinging back,
yeah,
dude.
No,
if you take a swing,
this is not going to be. Well, it's going to be relatively PC because we're not trying to ruin our brand. However, we are going to respond.
Speak for yourself.
We are going to
buck.
respond in some form.
Yeah, no, we standing up for ourselves, bro. I'm not having it, bro. Someone said dog shit on one of our.
Oh, did they actually?
Yeah, someone. Well, I showed you on our YouTube channel. Someone said dog shit to one of our shorts, and I said thank you for the personal reflection.
Oh yeah, you did show me that. Okay, I thought that was new. Okay,
no,
that's funny.
Yeah, that was newer.
Yeah.
But yeah, ever since you said that, we've been getting hate comments, and I honestly think it's
keep
your
it coming.
fault.
We need this. I need this energy.
I need that.
I feed off of negativity.
Dude, I need hatred again in my life, dude. Everything's been too positive. I need somebody to be shitting on me.
No, seriously. Yeah, you have to promote. It's like Tyler said. You got to promote us to be greater.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to push us to through anger.
Through anger. I wake up every morning just out of spite for you, motherfuckers.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. Still shout out to Morocco. Shout out to Turkey.
Yeah, shout out our guy.
Shout out our viewers there. But no, no, it's been funny. It's been great.
Yeah.
It's
also kind of a blessing too, in the same sense.
Hey,
as funny
dude,
as it is, like
appreciate the view, appreciate the light. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will be I do run our social media accounts and I will be responding. I am a human being and so I am going to be talking my shit too.
Yeah.
So I would make a fake anonymous account before you come at me because I will be searching through your life. I ain't got shit else to do with mine. As you can tell by starting the podcast. So no, I'm fine. I'm going to go researching, bro.
Yeah. The PI skills will be turned on.
I'm finding your IP address, dog. I'm on it.
Okay, but we addressed that. So, Juju, what's going on with you, baby?
Nothing much. Just looking to move forward in the career. Had a couple job offers through the pipeline. Don't know if I'm going to take them all. Might start working remote, so on and so forth. Coaching volleyball, all types of stuff. I might start taking training for volleyball more seriously. I might actually see if I can do something with it.
100%.
I'm just in between taking the chance right now. I really want to take the chance, but with where I'm at in life, I guess I'm in the perfect place to risk it, but also not the most perfect place. I feel like risking it straight out of college would have been a little bit safer, but in all honesty, time happens how it's supposed to happen. So I don't know. I might get in contact with one of the coaches out here that's got some connections and see where it leads us. I'm just not ready to move yet is my biggest fear. And obviously I don't think I'd get picked up tomorrow, but not necessarily ready to move yet.
Yeah,
is my big thing.
That's super fair. What do you think? What do you think is holding you back right now, other than just the moving aspect too? Because you seem I think when I've talked to you about it, there's a couple hesitations.
It's mostly for me. It's there's some physical, my knees aren't as great as they are, but as they could be.
Right.
But I definitely could do the stuff to fix that. But My biggest hesitation is just, unfortunately, it's always money.
Yeah.
And I hate that it holds me back as much as it does, but it's a real thing.
It is a real thing, and you can't take like
right.
absurd risks because people like people always say that but
I don't know. I think if I do it gradually and smart, that I don't know. Maybe I could. Maybe I can't. I don't know
Yeah.
yet. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Been obsessed with it for the last 2 years, and I know sessions what it takes to do really well in any sport and anything. So
right.
it might be a little bit of the I don't know. Might be something that works, might be something that doesn't work, but
Yeah.
I just can't jump into it not knowing whether or not I'll be able to financially support myself and or my fiance.
Yeah.
And especially with the wedding coming up next year, it's going to be super important to make sure we have money set aside. So,
right.
who knows? Maybe some perfect offer comes through the pipeline or maybe not. I do know it's hard to get exposure out in Montana, so there'll be probably some tournaments I need to travel to, but mm, you never know.
Yeah, the one thing though too is like with age, like unfortunately, like that is a major part of
Yeah.
the game. Is like, volleyball is a sport where you can actually last a lot longer than a decent amount of other pro athletes, just because there's no like actual like running into. Like a lot
Yeah,
of the
fair.
physicality of it is just from the impact of jumping up and down all the
Yeah.
time. And like those liberos, like they last forever
Fair.
when they're pros. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and setters last
They last a long time.
a pretty decent amount of time.
Yeah, but like even still though, like obviously being younger
Yeah.
helps a lot, like with that all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's important to keep that in mind too.
100%. Who knows, man? If I can get my knees under control, I'll be a little bit more confident in going into it. Cause like, I don't know if I would go into it to play like 2 or 3 seasons. I would like a lengthy career, if that makes
Right.
sense.
If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it all the way. But it'd still be a pretty big achievement to come off of no high school training, no college training, and being able to play at a pro level.
Right.
I don't know if I'm there at all. Like obviously I've been told potential, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I could cut it. I don't know if I'd make it, but
Yeah.
it would be fun to find out though.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's all you can do. You know what I mean?
100%.
If
Plus
you feel
maybe
like
traveling to some European countries would be sick
Yeah.
to do.
volleyball culture there is way more
yeah.
developed than it is here in
100%.
the U.S. Like
That's my only thing. I don't want to move to Cali to like
Yeah.
volleyball.
Yeah.
Fuck California.
Yeah. I mean, like,
It's all love to California.
Yeah, it's so funny because, like, I mean, if you look at all the D1 schools across the nation for volleyball, like Midwest, like the main areas for volleyball there are Chicago and Milwaukee. Funny enough,
fair. Yeah.
Like, and like I was lucky enough to grow up closer by to those areas, so I had a decent amount of exposure to like when I was playing in high school and like thinking about playing college. Like, I had a lot of exposure to guys who were like getting recruited by like Loyola or like Ohio State or like schools like that in the Midwest. But like that's kind of it. Like out of there, Penn State, I think their programs got cut. You see that GCU just cut their men's volleyball
Did
team.
they officially cut it?
All those kids, that team. I think the roster was like 15 kids, and every single one of them is in the transfer portal. But like that's a huge deal for like those guys because it's not like basketball or anything like that. Like entering the transfer portal as a volleyball player, and there's 15 of those guys. Like not all those guys are gonna get picked up.
Exactly, and none of those guys are gonna be able to stay. GCU is D1. Right?
Their scholarships all came from like they were all athletic scholarships to go to that school, and now the whole program just got cut, and so like they lost those scholarships too. Those kids like lost everything with that team being cut.
Yeah, there was a GoFundMe, and I don't have much. I donated like $10 or $15 for it, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just sad to see stuff like that.
Yeah,
there should be way more love. I don't know. I think with this year with Nikolov, Moni, he brought a lot more exposure to the sport, and I hope.
Yeah, out of Long Beach.
Oh my gosh!
I was watching those highlights of that championship game, and
dude, he's insane.
Well, did you see this game-winning point?
Yeah.
Was yeah.
It was an overpass kill,
and he just swatted that back so fast.
Do you think they replace the ball every time he swings, or is it just no? That's Gleason. All right, I'm gonna calm down.
There was, I think this was like a fake report, but there was one guy, like I think he was out of Ohio State. They were saying like, yeah, every time this guy hits the ball, it pops it. So they banned him from playing volleyball ever again. Every time, and it just shows him like hitting like a pipe out of the back row.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like on a guy from UCL and like UCLA, and the guy from UCLA just got like murdered by the Ohio State player. But I was laughing at that. I was like, that's pretty funny.
I feel like the sport's growing, but it's always
it takes one step forward and two steps back.
Yeah.
Always. That's always been my experience with men's volleyball.
I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm too in it, but it seems like so exciting. It seems like one of those things that you could like. If you can watch a fucking baseball game, volleyball's so much more interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree with that personally, just because it's way faster.
Yeah,
like that's the thing too. Like I mean, I don't know. I find it exciting when a dude hits a ball at 80 miles an hour plus.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
Moni had a serve at 84 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, and then you're telling me those dudes got to pass that afterwards, like, and most of them do, and they'll pass a dime unless the serve's like crazy. Like yeah. No, it's like it's a super like. The sports science behind it is really interesting, and 100%. It's also super impressive.
I agree.
Like, those guys who are pros, like, the masters of that craft it's a work of art. I think it's poetry in motion, for sure.
But we're also in it, and we also 100%. Love it, and we also have found it.
Yeah.
But I'll say this about, like, the southern states, it's not promoted for men at all.
Well, it's football country.
It's football, basketball, baseball, literally anything other than volleyball. And like honestly, finding it so late in my life, I wish I would have known.
Yeah.
Gosh, I wish I would have known.
Like Cali's like in the country, like the only place it's really promoted.
Well, yeah, you got to think it. They got UCLA, they got
USC,
Long Beach, Irvine.
Yeah, they got.
Where's Pepperdine at?
Pepperdine's also in California. Yep. Yeah.
Dude, they got like literally.
They have 5 D1 teams in that state, and that's a lot for men's volleyball.
And not only that is those are the top 4 or 5 teams in the state 100%. Most of the time. And obviously Hawaii's there.
Yeah, that's Hawaii's the only like exception to that. Those guys are ballers.
I don't know, dude. There were some schools from Chicago and Wisconsin balling out, dude. I've seen a lot of the D2 and D3 championships, and they're going crazy, but.
Yeah, those guys are killers, and they're slept on a lot.
Oh yeah,
Midwest volleyball is like for men's is like super slept on.
Man, really I wish we could look. We don't have the time, obviously, but I don't know. I didn't see. There wasn't a lot of people on the Olympic team from California schools.
That's super interesting. So like a decent amount of Penn State kids.
Yeah.
Penn State produces ballers.
I think
but they're interesting. Their team got cut recently.
No way.
I don't know if they reinstated it, but
I think they reinstated it because I think Penn was in the tournament. Keep talking.
Okay. Look that up real quick. But I remember years ago that was like because like Matt Anderson, who's on the US like Team USA, like he's an alum from Penn State, and I remember he posted something a while back being like heartbroken that this program was cut. This was super foundational to my career, like blah blah blah. Like, like doing the like saying everything that he totally should have in that situation. But yeah, no, like that school when it's been good, like that team, those guys ball out. But Loyola's always been good.
Yeah, Penn State has been reinstated.
They've been reinstated. Okay, good. Yeah, because that's always been a good volleyball school.
Yeah, Loyola's huge too.
Yeah. Had a kid who I played with in high school who was on that team. He was the MIVA Player of the Year, Parker Van Buren.
Parker Van Buren. Oh my gosh! Wait, hold on.
Nasty, dude. He's nasty.
Was he right side or outside?
Both.
Yeah, dude.
Disgusting, bro.
Okay, so Nikoba Visuals is a guy that like gets all the shots from volleyball.
Yeah, dude.
There's another guy that I've been watching that has some of the funniest fucking voices. We should do like a react video to a bunch of his voiceovers. He's got some of the funniest voiceovers that you've ever heard in your life. Because is Van Buren Canadian?
No, Van Buren, he's out of Wisconsin.
Was he
I
born?
went to high school with him.
Was he born in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nah, then it wasn't Van Buren.
Unless I'm very wrong, but like
there's some Canadian that's been playing in D1 volleyball, and he just goes he hits over the block and he goes, he's just too Canadian. He's just too Canadian. And it's just like, that's the reason they can't stop. He's just too Canadian, which has been the funniest thing I've ever heard. Like for Montana State University, helped coach the men's club team.
Yeah.
And when our libero who came and did a year out here, he's from England. Ever since I've heard that voiceover, every time he gets a great pass, I'm just like, he's just too British. He's just too British. In the worst accent imaginable. But it's been the funniest thing.
That's funny.
But yeah, man. So maybe volleyball, maybe not. Coaching definitely in the cards. Really want to coach, but
for sure.
Who knows, man? Who knows where life will take you? But
it's just good to be around the game.
100%.
If you love it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yes. Also, how have you been? What's up with you? Talk to me. Oh, well.
You want to reveal it?
No, it's not mine to reveal, dog.
Well, I didn't know if you had like a little hype plan or something, but yeah.
Man, I'll hype after.
Okay. Go. Yeah, no, life's been really good recently. I'm with someone now who I adore. Yeah. She's wonderful. And so that's been really, really nice exploring that. And also just being with someone who I laugh with a lot. Like that's always like not the priority, but it's just always what naturally happens between her and I. Like I think in the short period of time that we've been together, like we've done a really good job of being honest and communicating what we want.
Beautiful.
We've also been really good about like being people of our word.
Okay.
And so like we took it slower for sure, but we really built into that, and it's been really, really fun since. And like she's super giving too, which is I'm not used to that. Like with relationships, like like when I've not been home, like I would come back and there was just a note on my like nightstand that was really sweet. And so I'm super happy with it.
I'm happy for you, but like I'm tired of these motherfuckers just showing up at my house. They're just always here, and then also.
I like it. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Of course you're not mad, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be mad.
No, I'm not mad at it either. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I am gonna miss you though. But
I've been around, bro. It's not like I've been gone. If I'm leaving, it's like, all right, I'm leaving at 9:30, and you're already in bed anyways.
But I like your presence.
I just like you being in the house.
I just like you being in the crib. What's wrong with having my shawty in the crib?
I don't like looking at my Sims and seeing you not in the house.
In all honesty.
Oh man.
No, you've been around, and I know you'll stay around because she's good people. Me and her are good friends. She is
That's been fun too, is all of us are hanging out.
Oh
like,
yeah.
It's not like I've been just seeing her and then like occasional crossover, and then like it's like a lot of it is like we spend a lot of time, like we'll go do stuff just one-on-one, obviously
100%,
but as we should 100%, and like I've definitely prioritized that too, but
as you should. I feel like it's going to be really easy to just fall into like the friend group, but taking the time to have like one-on-one y'all's time is going to be super necessary.
I also am just big on like one-on-one time just in general, because that's like I think a lot of things, like I think really special moments come from that time too.
Oh, I agree.
Not that you can't have special moments otherwise, but a lot of that does come from that one-on-one time. So I'm excited to have more of that with her. Obviously,
I miss our one-on-one time.
Yeah, I know, for real.
Like we're not down here recording a podcast.
Exactly. But no, too. I'm really happy that like it's been going well just across the board. Like she gets along with you guys really well. It's very like joking and fun overall, and it's great. So
dude,
I really can't complain.
No, you shouldn't. In all honesty, like I'm on her side. You should never complain.
Yeah,
she's never been wrong. She never will be wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I'm on your side all the way. But Lizzie, if you're asking, I'm on your side. I'm just turning back and forth.
Just lying to both parties. I'm on neither side.
In all honesty, chaos, bro. I'm here to ruin shit.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not here to ruin shit.
Oh, God.
But no, dude, it's God. We haven't had a long period of time where all the boys were dating somebody.
Oh, God. Yeah, the last time this happened was August 2023, where all the boys were dating someone. Between you, Tyler, and I.
The pack is back on, dude. The pact is back. Okay. So we...
Oh, yeah. You gotta give the lore of this.
Yeah, I don't remember making... Well...
No, you do.
Everyone remember this pact, but like...
I don't remember who mentioned
Charlie did, of course.
It was... Yeah, no, it was. You were absolutely right with that.
So we had a pact because it was...
I can't believe he's the one that did
that. Of course he did.
Now
he's
looking
a fucking
back,
liar.
Yeah. No,
also, him calling me pussy whooped in the group chat is crazy. It's crazy due to the fact that man...
Oh, man.
Love you, Charles. I hope you stub your toe. But no, so it was me, you, Tyler, and Charlie.
Yes.
All at Spectators.
Yes. I remember.
Which we need to run that back at some point.
Yes, we do, bro. The Council of Specs.
Oh, wait. Do you leave Friday?
I do, unfortunately.
We should do it tomorrow night.
I'd be down.
You down?
Really? Yeah.
Okay. Bet. Let's run.
Of course. Yeah. Listen. I will never deny a specs run.
Fair enough.
I'm dropping everything.
Okay. I'll text Tyler and we'll do a specs run.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're all sitting there, just boys being boys, drinking beer, eating burgers, fries, all types of shit.
Yeah.
And fucking.
Probably can I push
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We probably had a solid 15 minutes of us being there, just like kind of shooting the shit, like trying to keep it light. Yeah. And then I can't remember who just went in, and we were all just like, and it wasn't like bad.
Charlie started it.
Charlie did start it.
100% Charlie.
We weren't like trying to rip on anyone, but it was like, hey, all of our girlfriends are tweaking right now. Like it really was like
we were all on this simultaneous 4-way down in relationships. Which every relationship has up and downs. Love my woman, would never.
Oh yeah, no, like it wasn't like a criticism of any of the partners at that time, but it was
just a down.
It was an acknowledgement of what it was, and every acknowledgement was like a fuck.
Yeah,
fuck.
It was just a lot of us weren't in the best spots in our relationship.
No,
it was fine.
There was a lot of questions. There was a lot of like, hey man,
what did and Charlie goes.
Yeah. So the pact ended up being this. Charlie goes, you know what, guys? I've been thinking about this for a minute. I think if 3 relationships out of this group of 4 right now go down, that means the other one has to break up with their partner, no matter what the circumstances are. And everyone at that point, this is how I know, like, we probably had too much to drink, or we were all just that angry. Because everyone was like, yeah. Like, no one argued it.
Yeah.
No one argued it. It was like all simultaneously like, yeah, 100%. All the boys have to be single if that's the case. Like, yep.
I don't know what I was on because I know to this day I would never.
You and Charlie would never.
No, we would never. Which is funny that he's the one that proposed it. I'm pretty sure I was second in line to go. Yeah. You and Tyler were like, sure.
Yeah, we were like, well, fuck it. We let's.
But then y'all tried to fucking change the rules when Charlie moved away. Y'all motherfuckers were like, well, 2 of us are single and there's only 1 of you in a relationship. I'm like, that's not how the fuck this works.
No, bro, a council member died, dude.
No, he didn't. He's he's alive. He just moved states. He is breathing.
He might as well have died, dude.
Dude, he shit talked last week. He didn't die.
No, I'm teasing, but yeah. No, well, we were just trying to fuck with you because we knew it made you mad. But
yeah, it made me mad.
We also know that wasn't going to change anything.
Yeah,
so we were like, this is going to be funny. Like,
it made me mad because I was like...
funny rage bait.
I was just like, injustice.
Yeah. Erroneous.
Erroneous. Your Honor, you weren't even fucking there.
Erroneous on all counts. No, but yeah. I was laughing for sure.
Your Honor, you don't even Dougie enough.
Yeah. Your Honor. We're not even talking about that right now.
We're not even talking.
This isn't even about me right now. Yeah, no. So that is a long-term specs pact that will never be upheld in any circumstance of this group for anyone.
No, because we're not like that.
No. Like, as mad as we all were in that moment, that'll never be upheld. And I'm actually glad it won't be upheld.
I agree.
I would really hate to break up something like with a friend.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I would not be okay with that.
Like we'll shit talk, but we won't actually.
No, that will never happen. Yeah, and like, well, especially for you and Leah and Charlie and Haley at this point, like,
and you guys too. Like just because you guys is new does not mean it holds any less value.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, more just from the standpoint of like, you and Leah have nearly been together for 4 years, and Charlie and Haley have been together for like 8 years.
Holy shit, almost 4 fucking years.
Yeah, like. Yeah, both of those are a long time. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have really held it down with you guys as partners, which like, I'm happy for you both. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, to reasonably ask that of anyone is insane. But 100%. Much less for the amount of time, energy that you two have both put in, that's like, hey, that's actually insane.
Yeah,
like, that's never, not like
it's never happened.
No, yeah, and neither should it. Like that should not happen.
To round back around, I'm very happy for you and Tyler.
Yeah,
for both being in relationships. Hopefully, we can get them two on the pod eventually.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, just quick updates on the pod. So sorry we've been moving away our drop dates or our drop days of the week. We've just had. We've had 2 new relationships start up. We've had a lot of stuff. We're going to try to get back on the schedule hopefully soon.
Yeah, a bunch of travel stuff too.
Yeah, thank you for bearing with us.
Yes, appreciate it.
Oh, shit. When do you get back next week?
I'll get back late Sunday, so we're going to probably have to run that Monday. We'll have an episode out by Tuesday.
Of next week?
Next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
After, like, this one, I mean. Like,
yeah, we'll post
this one this week, late this week. And then we'll do our next one Tuesday as well. So it'll kind of stack pretty fast.
Oh, okay. So we'll just... Oh, okay. Yeah. Sick.
Not that you guys care, but...
yeah, not that anybody gives a fuck. I want that... I think that has to be part of our first merch drop. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck. But yeah, man. No, it's... So thank you for sticking with us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy. We're still getting into it. It's only episode 8, which is crazy to say because... Episode 8 means 2 months, but it only means that we've done this 8 times.
Yeah, it does. Which is also, those numbers are weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it is.
It's so weird, but you know what, man? We're doing this for fun. We're doing this for us, and if other people like it, cool.
Yeah.
If everybody hates it, which seems like everybody that wants to type shit in our comment sections hates this shit, but it's all right. I know where your mama live.
And she's in my DMs.
She's in my DMs, bro. Someone can get their mama out of my DMs, bro. That is... Yeah, no, I'm dropping that next argument, dude. All right. Well, we do...
I'm teasing. That is definitely a joke.
I'm not teasing. Your mama really in my DMs. Someone come get Cheryl. Dude, let's go.
Janelle, get out of my goddamn DMs.
God damn it, Barbara. Leave the poor boy alone.
Barb, get out.
Barb, leave. Which is funny because that is an insult I should throw at you one time, is that your mom's in my DMs. Because me and your mom just text sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but that would be wild to drop in front of people. Just tell your moms to get out my DMs, bro. All right, our timer went off. We will take a break and we'll be right back. Thank you for this sporadic first half. It was enjoyable. It was funny.
If you probably gonna be a sporadic second. So
yeah, honestly,
we'll be right back.
Yeah, if you don't think it was funny, you don't have a heartbeat, dog.
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? Welcome back.
We got Rico Suave over here.
Rico Suavemente. Which, dude? Okay. Couple of things. ADHD struck. I got a monster. Sponsor us, please.
What's up, though?
But I got a couple of ADHD things. One, I want to go through and read. Oh, okay, I'm taking these off. I want to go through and read all the lyrics in English of all the Spanish songs that I've been dancing to for years.
Dude, there was like, did you ever see that Benny Blanco one recently? Like that really famous like TikTok one, and it's like they like translated it, and it's like I wish I took more pictures and gave you more hugs in the time that I had with you. It was like sad, super sad.
Oh wow,
like
no, I did not.
No,
see that
it was actually like quite sad.
Is it? You mean Bad Bunny or is it?
Yeah,
Benny Blanco?
no, excuse me, Bad Bunny, not Benny Blanco. Jeez, my fault. Sorry.
Wait, is it?
Sorry,
Benny Blanco dating
Benny Blanco is the Selena Gomez. Yeah, dating Selena Gomez.
Which, first of all, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. No. Stop.
W for white boys.
No.
W for white boys.
Let me get this through. Fuck you, bro. I thought I was doing a great job as a boyfriend, and he's just out here shitting on me.
Okay, actually,
indirectly.
No. Actually,
but he's literally making me feel like the worst guy ever, and I'm trying my hardest.
Every time I see him talk about like how he like upholds their relationship, I'm like, wow, he's actually a really great dude.
God, man, I never thought I would look at Benny Blanco for like relationship advice.
Honestly, yeah, that bro's so locked in.
He's so locked in, and Selena deserves it, dude. She's been through some shit.
Yeah, she's been through some bros. And Justin, shout out Justin Bieber, but like, yeah,
shout out. Well, I guess now I can shout out Justin Bieber.
Yeah, but
now.
at the time that she was with him, that bro was off the rails. Which I think now everyone can kind of say is like there was a lot of things happening behind the scenes that messed him up.
There's always been like, dude, those kids that got fame so early, like it fucked them up. Like,
yeah, bro, you know.
Well, you gotta think
process that at that age.
Nah, you gotta think of like
barely
the
process
Smiths.
it now.
No, you gotta think of like the Smiths, bro. Like. Jaden and Willow. I don't know what Willow's on recently, but I know Jaden's been kind of all over the charts. But they were raised on the road. Well, they had private tutors. They went I don't think they ever went to public school or not even private, a school with regular kids. They were socialized with a bunch. Like all they know is Hollywood.
Yeah, no, their whole life is based around that.
Which is like, yeah, there's a privilege with it, but like still.
Yeah.
Like, have your whole life based in Hollywood is crazy.
Well, it's just, like, no sense of reality with that.
Exactly.
Like, you'll never be tethered to anything that's actually real.
Right. Speaking of Hollywood.
Yeah.
We are going to do some blind weight ranking. That's why I got the glasses, but then they were uncomfortable.
Fair.
Not to make fun of blind people, but also, potential episode. I'm going to have to go back and see how many times I say potential episode. There's apparently blind movies on IMDb, and I don't know if we can watch I don't know how this works, but we should have an episode of trying to figure out what blind movies
I feel like the premise is just about a blind person. I feel like there's no actual like, you know what I mean? Like that'd be insane if it was like.
I don't know, man. See, for me, the boys.
It's just gotta be.
It's got to be something.
It's got to be movies with just the characters are blind.
Fair. We'll see. We'll see what it is later. But we're gonna both go through and blind rank some movies.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Refresh. Well,
how many do you want me to start?
Let's do 10.
Okay, sweet.
Let's do 10.
10 movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's start. All right. You start. The Godfather.
I'm gonna put that at 3.
Okay. Inception.
Oh my god, these are bangers.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is so tough. I might get hate for this, but I'm trying to be conservative just because I don't know what else is gonna come. I'm gonna put that at 5.
Okay. Star Wars. I think this means just any Star Wars movie.
Oh boy. 4.
4.
I love Star Wars, but like there are movies that I like just absolutely love way more though. As much as I am a Star Wars nerd, but like
fair.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
I'm gonna get hate. Put that at 6. I'm being so.
You're getting hate from me right
now. I know.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, dude, 10. That 10 for me.
Ooh, fair. Okay. The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, this is why I saved it, bro. Let's go. Yeah, no, put that at 2.
Okay, 2.
Yeah, that's a movie, bro. That's a movie.
Jurassic Park.
Put that at 9.
9. Okay. The new Joker movie.
Oh, put that at 8.
8. The Green Mile.
You can put that at 7.
Have you seen it?
No, just because I don't know. That's the only reason why.
Okay.
I'm sure it's a
if you saw it, you would have a little bit. You would probably still put it at 7, but you would.
I know I'd be probably more like, oh, no way. Yeah, for sure.
And then
God, this last one's a banger.
Saving Private Ryan is number 1.
I could have reorganized some stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
So your order is.
I'm so bad at this. This is actually my first ever blind ranking.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh dude, I do these all the time. They're so fun.
It's really tough for me.
So Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
Dark Knight Rises.
I'm okay with that one for sure. Is like a banger.
The Godfather, Star Wars, Inception, The Matrix, Green Mile, Joker, Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings.
I stand by my last two for sure. Putting Jurassic Park and Lord of the Rings at the bottom.
Man.
They're great movies, but like for me, like compared to like Star Wars, Dark Knight Rises, Godfather, and Inception, those would be my top 4 for sure.
You want to know what's really sad?
What?
I am going to get hate for this. I've never seen Inception.
Dude, that's a movie.
I've always felt like it was the stupidest thing.
No, dude, that's a movie. That's such a good movie. Christopher Nolan, dude, it's so
I know,
good.
like don't get me wrong. I
so
understand. That is the only I haven't seen the new Joker movie, which I've heard is like give or take. But
yeah, Joker 1, like the newest one, is like a good movie. That's a really good movie.
Okay. I'll probably watch that. I need to watch Inception.
I would put that higher.
Really? If you could reorder
If I could reorder this, for sure.
Where would you put Joker over?
Joker, I'd probably put... What did I put on my 5?
Joker, your 5 is Inception.
Yeah. So my number 1 would go Dark Knight Rises, because I love that movie. Like Heath Ledger's Joker.
Oh, gosh.
All time acting performance for me.
100%.
That's a top 5 for me. I would go Star Wars after that, because if you're talking that whole franchise, like, come on.
Any of the movies.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Number 3, I'd probably go Inception.
Okay.
And then what did I put? What was my 4?
Your 4 is Star Wars.
4 was Star Wars. And then
but you still haven't ranked.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen that movie, which I'm going to get hate for that. I know. I've never seen that movie.
I think it's because I grew up a military kid. Saving Private Ryan is a fucking movie.
You know what military movie I saw like in more recent years that I was like, that movie is tough to watch. It's Unbroken.
Oh my god,
dude, that's a movie. That's a book. That's a movie. That entire everything that they've done with that story. Yeah, crazy.
Dude, you want to see? I would say, and my mom agrees with this. If you wanted to see the realest taste of the military in a movie, you gotta watch Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No. I still gotta watch that.
Dude.
Fury though, for a war movie?
I haven't seen Fury.
Dude, Shia LaBeouf, Brad Pitt, Logan Lerman.
Okay.
There are some actors in that movie.
Might have to go.
A24 just released this new war movie too. I think it's called Warfare.
Oh, and it's looking good.
Every person every review I've read and every person who saw it, they were like,
watched it already?
Is it out yet? I thought it was out.
I don't know. Is it?
Dude, all I know is that like they actually had like SEALs and like former vets vets train those guys.
That's what I love about like little smaller like movie companies like that.
A24 is so goated, dude. They make movies.
Shout
out A24. Okay, but I should probably switch to you though. Once we're done with this.
Warfare.
That's got a cast too. It's Paul Mescal.
It's 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, dude. It's really good. From everything.
Oh, it was released in April, so it's been out for about a month.
Oh, sick. Okay,
we should definitely watch it.
100%. I still need to watch Sinners too.
I don't know if I want to watch Sinners. I don't know if I care. In all honesty,
I didn't care initially when I saw the trailers for it, but like everything I've heard about it. Also, I was listening to soundtrack, banging.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll watch. We got some movies to watch.
Yeah. Well, dude, it got like an absurd score on Rotten Tomatoes. Like 99, like high, like one of the highest rated movies.
That's what I've heard. I don't know. Rotten Tomatoes, I don't usually believe because sometimes they be ranking shit crazy.
Coogler, though, I do trust as a director and a storyteller.
I agree.
Because he worked on a lot of the Creed stuff, too. And those movies rule. Creed 2 is the best of the Creed movies.
I actually have to go through and watch all of them. The only reason I watched Creed 1, which was amazing.
Yeah, that's a bad.
The only reason I didn't watch all of them is because, one, I hate hype. I don't know why. I just avoid it.
Have you not watched Creed 2?
No. I haven't seen Creed 2
My
man,
or Creed we 2. Have to watch Creed 2.
Okay, I believe you. Like, don't get me wrong.
That is a movie, bro. That's one of my favorite movies I've seen in recent years.
Okay.
That's in my top 5 for sure.
Dude, Rocky just has a place in my...
Dude.
Dude.
Creed 2 though. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the Rocky
it's a
take, but
continuation
yes.
of Rocky or the Rocky storyline, and it terrifies the shit out of me.
No, they killed it. Second movie.
They did.
It's better than the first.
Okay. Here you go. All right. So let me show you. So you press refresh, and you'll start over, and then whatever I say, you just click down here. Okay.
So refresh for every time I want a new movie.
No, just say refresh.
Oh, okay.
So Silence of the Lambs. Let's say I put that at my 1, and then it'll give me another one.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. So just refresh to start it all the way over. Here we go.
All right. Schindler's List.
Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Oh, 7. It's a great movie, but I can't put it too much higher.
Oppenheimer.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Why is it giving me all the?
You're getting banged. Yeah, you're getting some.
Why am I getting Nazi Germany movies?
World War II movies. Yeah.
Maybe it knows I'm a history buff a little bit. Oppenheimer. I'll put that at a solid 4.
I knew you were gonna say 4. That's such a solid take. Yeah. Inception. I know you haven't watched it. So.
I haven't seen it, so I'll put it at 10 just because I haven't seen it.
Can't believe it. Okay, Memento.
Ooh. Oh.
That's a good movie.
What'd I put Schindler's List at?
You put it at 7.
Okay, put Memento at 6.
Okay. 6. Here we go. The Shawshank Redemption. You're getting some movies. I mean, we both did. Because they're talking about the greatest movies of all time.
3.
3?
I love Shawshank.
Joker.
I'm going to get hate. I'm going to put that at 8.
That's fair. Well, you haven't seen it, have you?
I've seen it enough to know it, but I don't love it.
Fair. 7.
The movie 7?
The movie 7.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is a... Wait, is this the... Can I see what it looks like?
Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman.
Yes, where it's the 7 Deadly Sins?
Yes. You have 1, 2, 5, and 9 left.
Oh my god. Okay, 5. I hate that I just put that at 5.
The Avengers.
Shit! 2.
2? Okay. The Matrix. Oh, dude, I'd have put Avengers at 9. That's really brutal.
What's my last?
Your last 2 are 1 and 9. Oh, God.
I'm going to take the risk and say, I love The Matrix. I got to go 1.
You're going to put it 1?
Matrix is one of my favorite movies,
Matrix
and I reference it to this day.
Okay, Castaway is your 9.
I can eat that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So your list, you go number 1, The Matrix. Number 2, The Avengers. Number 3, The Shawshank Redemption. Number 4, Oppenheimer. Number 5, 7. Number 6, Memento. 7, Schindler's List. 8, Joker. 9, Castaway. 10, Inception.
I would put...
Yeah, what would you mix around now?
I put 7 at my... What was my 3 again? Shawshank?
Shawshank.
I would put the movie 7 at Shawshank.
Where would you put Shawshank then?
I'd just trade those 2 places. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. The Matrix just holds a different place in my heart.
It's a goated movie.
Yeah. Oh, what did I have to put at my 5 again?
You had to put 7 at 5.
Okay, yeah. That was my biggest one.
Yeah.
Dude, 7's my shit. I love 7, especially like being like psychologist. It's so interesting. Just the concept of it.
I want to go back to you not watching Creed 2. That actually blows my mind.
Okay, we're doing this.
I feel like
All right.
I just am surprised because like that's such a movie that's up your alley. And also,
it really should be,
dude. That storyline too is so good because it's Ivan Drago's son coming to fight Creed,
which is like,
and that like I get why you're like that's too hype, but dude, no.
Let me explain.
The son is such a beast in that movie. He's so like he's a monster, and like the way that they did those fight scenes, like you watch it hit and you're like, oh shit.
Didn't he actually take one during filming?
Oh, there was a decent amount of times where those guys actually got hit.
Oh wow.
Like, Kugler had MBJ, like, actually get, like, decked, like, laid out. Like, there was BTS of him actually getting, laid out, and like he actually went unconscious a couple times. But shout out Michael B. Jordan, man.
Shout out Michael B. Jordan, bro. Only light skin I'd ever put over me.
Is he light skin?
Nah, he's brown skin.
I was about to say
he's not like black, but he's not like light skin.
Right.
He would be right in that middle of brown skin.
Okay, yeah.
Which is like when I'm actually, I don't know if y'all can even see it on camera, but like when I'm actually like been outside on my like summer shit, like when I was in Georgia, I'd go almost as far as say I was brown skin.
Yeah,
I get brown skin.
You're 10, like, I mean, you lighten up a lot in the winter here, obviously.
Yeah.
because I mean, there's just no sun.
Yeah, for like 9 fucking months.
Yeah, when I came back from Alaska last summer and I saw you, I was like, yo, dude's been out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah. Your shades darker.
Dude, and like I've only been out for a little bit, and if it picks up on camera, that's great. If it doesn't, but like I've already got like 2 tones darker already, and it's only been like what, a week or two of
of consistent sun. Yeah.
But no, the reason I didn't watch Creed is I hate when people go back and touch storylines that are dear to my heart. Like,
no, they did it well though.
Oh, okay, I believe you. But bro. I've had it, especially being an anime person. Fair. There's been a lot of animes that got like left for 3 or 4 years, got hyped that it was coming out, and the studio just fucked it.
Did you hear that Taika Waititi's like gonna make a live action Akira?
That's what I've heard, but I don't like it. Okay, first of all,
no, that's what I like. There are some things where I'm like, okay,
anime's anime. I like the Disney making live actions. None of them have been good to me.
That I'm gonna agree with that take entirely.
The Lion King was so stupid to make it a live action. It's literally just animation again. It's CGI.
Yeah, that one didn't make sense to me.
Why the fuck did we do that?
No, yeah, that one didn't make sense to me.
I'm like, I'm just the person that does not like Avatar did it for me too. Is like Avatar 2 would have been great if they didn't take 13 years to fucking release it. In my personal opinion, I think Avatar 2 would
OG Avatar is a goated.
Oh my, don't even.
It is so good.
It's so good.
You know what's funny? I didn't watch that when I was a kid. I watched that like more recent years.
Really?
And
it's timeless. It's one
I was about to say,
it's
like,
classic.
Well, I was watching it and I was like, yo, someone could have made this today and that would have held up super well. Like,
okay, what is your film? I don't know if you know anything about CGI. Maybe we'll talk to Gus about this.
Gus would.
What is the CGI fall off? Because I swear the CGI with like Transformers, Avatar, so on and so forth look amazing, and then we have movies nowadays coming out and the CGI looks like shit. I'm like, isn't it supposed to get better?
You know what's funny? So it's a big mix of things. And like, I could be wrong about a couple of things, so don't quote me entirely on this. But like my brother is an animation major,
right?
And so he's like really knowledgeable about all this stuff.
Fair
and like
enough.
when he comes, you should ask him this question.
Yeah, this will
because he'll talk all day about this because it drives him nuts.
Fair.
And I'm kind of in agreement with it at this point. Like I don't
just as a consumer and not an art, like someone that would ever like be able to create it or ever be able to do it. Like
no one's happy with it.
It drives
animators aren't happy with it. Like people that actually love it, like critics aren't happy with it, and just regular consumers aren't happy with it overall.
So what's going on?
So I think there are instances nowadays where like it's really good, and like we have seen those improvements actually be used well. Like Into the Spider-Verse franchise.
Yeah, that animation.
That animation is peak. Like, but if you know the whole like process of everything that went behind it, so there's an average team of animators for a movie is like about 60 guys working on it.
Okay.
They had 160 people working on that movie.
Okay.
Like, that's why everything is so in-depth. Because there would just be... A guy would spend days working on just one panel of that animation. That's why it took 5 years for them to make the next one.
Which is okay when it goes that hard.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. I'm okay
wait.
with that wait, and I'm okay with this next one being pushed back. Like, it was supposed to release last year, and then it was supposed to release in 2026, and now it's pushed back for, like, 2027. And I'm still, like, I'm cool with that, though.
And especially with the storyline, because...
Yeah, they can't fuck this third movie up. They set it up so well. Where if they botch it, it's going to be like... I don't even think they could. Like, they made a plan.
They teed it up way too well that you don't...
I think they made a 3-movie plan and they just wrote it all in one setting. I think everything else,
which is how you fucking should do it.
I agree. Yeah, no, that's how you did it. That's why Star Wars was so good, the original one, and even the prequels.
Wrote it backwards.
Yeah,
Like he said it, dude. That's one thing that I am getting frustrated at is like
story writing has gone down the drain and it drives me insane.
Well,
it drives me insane.
I've gotten into reading now, right?
Yeah,
dude. There are so many books out here that could be made into movies that I don't understand why they haven't been made into movies.
Yeah.
And there's also I'm not trying to steal James's bit. Actually, James was reading after me. James from Shits and Gigs.
Yeah.
A shout out Daddy Fantasy. But I'm not trying to steal shit, but like I started watching or listening to Fourth Wing and Iron Flame and like a lot of these fantasy books. And dude, the movie of these books would go fucking insane.
Yeah.
I'm currently reading Throne of Glass. And I don't know how Sarah J. Maas, which is the author, did it. But so basically we went through 3 books, which teed up the 4th book, which ended up being a prequel. So it's actually a book about the main character before the first 3 books.
Yeah.
Which then explained all the questions that we had in the first 3 books, but added more questions that will have to be answered in the 4th and the 5th and the 6th and the 6th.
Gotcha.
I'm like, okay, so there's writers out there. There are people that know how to write storylines.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, I don't know if they could get through all of it in a movie. Like, I don't know if this one book could go into a movie.
Right.
But, like, it's a 10-book series. That's, like, 15 movies that you could make, and it would go bananas.
Yeah, and like if they wrote it well and, like, followed it. Like,
if they followed the book. But, like, story writing has been one of my biggest things that has been pissing me off. I've seen it in anime, which you just see it so much more in anime because there's just so much anime.
Yeah.
Which also confuses me how there's so much anime. It's probably because they work these guys to death. But
I was about to say, those guys are there all the time.
Yeah. But, like, there's so many new animes coming out and stuff on like that. And, like, I'm like, okay, we got quantity. We got some quality. But I'm like, okay, how does some people just know how to write and other people just suck at it?
I don't even think it's... I have 2 things to say because I want to answer this, what you just said here, and then I want to go back to your original question of why is CGI gone.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're totally good because it's all
stuff.
No, it's all a part of this. You know what I mean? So
right.
I don't think that there are bad writers. I think a lot of these projects, what happens is that they'll set up a franchise and then someone goes away, or they'll do 3 different directors for 3 different movies instead of just doing one guy for all of it who has the consistent vision. And that's what I've seen, like, stuff get lost. Like, all the sequels for the newest Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Every single new movie of those had a different director who rewrote part of the script. Yes. It's not like that is why. Like, at least, like, I'm not saying the prequels are like the best written movies ever, like of Star Wars.
But at least they were consistent.
The timeline is consistent. The story is consistent. Everything follows a very logical path. Like, you can see the arc of everything. Like, it's very well laid out. And, like, that's just not happening as frequently anymore with franchises because they'll have relationships go south or something and they'll totally just dip off.
Yeah, you got too much egos in the same spot.
100%, yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of it gets to.
Well, you don't just rely on one guy. Like, that's the thing. It's like you need to just put all your eggs in one basket and go with that one guy.
Yeah, and
like,
just trust
at least,
him.
Yeah, at least, like, let him lay out that groundwork.
Yeah.
And, like, really, like, have that established before you make all the movies.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like, that's part of it. And, I mean, you know, too, there's other things that happen. Like, an actor will die or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is, like that's just unavoidable. Like, that's just unavoidable. You know what I mean?
Black Panther, I completely
and a tragedy.
Yeah, I let slide. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, dude. Black Panther's just sad because that movie franchise was about to be goated.
Oh my god,
that 3-movie series was gonna be all time.
I probably would have watched Black Panther 11 and still be excited about it.
100%.
Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
they could have done.
Chadwick killed that role.
They could
Michael
have.
B. Jordan's Killmonger. Like,
Oh my
that
god,
cast was goated.
I can't believe he. I'm actually kind of like now looking back. I'm kind of glad Killmonger died in the first movie.
Did you watch the second? You had to watch the
second. Yeah, I watched the second.
Because I mean, he's in the second.
Yeah, they
but like
did
not like very. Yeah.
Yeah, but they did the best they could with the guy
Yeah.
passing away. Don't get me wrong. Everybody else in that movie, amazing actors, beautiful storyline, loved it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the
just
day,
lost the backbone, unfortunately.
Yeah, in the perfect world, Chadwick Boseman would have been in that movie.
100%.
That's the perfect world.
Yeah, no. But
was it? Oh yeah, that's so interesting. I love the concept. We should do a breakdown on Black Panther one day.
I'd be so down.
I would we should start breaking down movies every once in a while.
Down. I'm so down. I'm a nerd for this stuff, so I'm super down.
Yeah. Okay, but you got to answer the CGI.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so I feel like it's a mixed bag. I feel like there's part of it that's budget because like there's TV shows where I'll look at the like CGI for that and I'm like awful. And I'm like, but that's also just like within the budget.
Yeah, that's also
so, I mean, there's
just
kind of
a
like
TV show budget.
Yeah, it's a TV show budget. You know what I mean?
Goes, yeah.
Like, and I think that's honestly for some movies now too. I'm like, budget. Like that's a budget issue. Yeah. Like, and then I don't know too. I think there's new technologies that people were trying to rely on, and like try to innovate the field. But sometimes, what's old sometimes just works. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like looking at CGI today and then seeing a movie like Transformers. How the fuck did you fuck this up? Like, if you had the technology that Transformers had, how did you fuck that up? Because I swore those guys were real. As a kid, I swore I was waiting for my card.
Avatar 2, that movie.
Avatar,
the first one, like
wasn't that? It was almost 100% CGI because obviously the humans weren't. But
like the rest of it had to be.
Dude, it was. I think it was like 85 to 90% CGI.
Yeah, dude, they didn't go film anywhere. Where the hell are they gonna film on planet Earth?
Yeah, shit looked real.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit looked so real.
Yeah, but anyways.
Do you want to have a longer episode tonight?
Yeah, let's run it. We're gonna pause this right now. We're gonna come back. See you in a minute.
Bet.
All right, we're back. Nice clap.
That was a great clap.
That was a really good clap. Yeah. Anyways, though, back on the film industry.
Yeah.
Kind of talking about why some stuff has gone downhill from when we were kids.
100%.
Yeah, dude, it's so wild. Like I don't get it because there are some stuff where I'm really like, I just don't understand like what happened.
You know what I'm worried about?
What?
Are our kids gonna have movies like we did? Like now, okay, don't get me wrong. One thing about me personality-wise is like I'm very much like I love the OG and you can't do it better. In my mentality. Now, like the Rocky, obviously like the Star Wars series and the Rocky series and stuff like that is how I look at like the original because obviously like yes I love Rocky 1 but Rocky 2 was great and Rocky 3 and then like all
Rocky
the
4
like
Rocky 4 is a movie.
All of them were movies, right? But they were all done in sequence. They were all continuations. They're all the original.
It wasn't like put on pause and then like revisit. Yes,
that's what scared me about Creed is because like it felt like there was a pause and they were coming back to it.
Yeah.
But like that's my question is like what movies are gonna be coming out that our kids are gonna talk about? Like my kids are gonna be raised on the old movies, which I'll show them like actual old movies, like the ones that my mom showed me. But then I'll show them my movies, which they will consider old.
Right.
But like, what movies are they gonna be talking about in the day? Do you think that they're still making classics like we had classics? Like Transformers is a classic kid movie. The Avengers is a classic kid movie. Like these are things that like shaped our reality as children.
I think they gotta come out with new franchises. Like there's just gotta be something new. There's gotta be something original. Because like, think about it. Like, this isn't even like the best one by far, but like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Hunger Games were books that we had as teenagers. And then like
Twilight,
100%.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like what are they?
Honestly, there's got to be new book franchises that blow up.
I feel like the book industry is going under.
That's what I agree.
In all honesty.
But we're losing in that too, though. We're losing great movies.
Like I said, dude, like if they turned... Dude, if they honestly... Anything Sarah J. Maas wrote, if they turned those into movies, dude, we would have franchises.
Yeah.
Dude, we would talk about those for the rest of forever.
I agree, but like attention spans are shortening because
Yeah.
of social media.
Yeah.
And like
we're not helping, but like it's fine. We're doing
we're
long
not.
form with the podcast.
Yeah, I agree, and we're having like intelligent like conversations to the best of our ability.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Like 45%. Yeah,
dude, 45% of the time,
we're
all
locked
the time.
in. Yeah, all the time.
45% of the time, all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, like, but yeah, though, in all seriousness, though, like, media has changed.
Yeah.
The landscape of media has changed.
I don't. That's my biggest thing is like.
So I don't know what they're gonna do because there's not like franchises anymore.
There's not because like.
Well, there's not like we don't have guys like Tarantino anymore.
Nah.
Who just write something, who sit by a pool all day and just write because they love to write and then go, yeah, this is awesome. I'm gonna pitch this.
100%.
And then get like Pulp Fiction.
Oh my god, dude, we have
Inglourious Basterds,
movies.
like Django Unchained, like you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, like our generation grew up on movies, and our parents grew up on movies, dude. Guys who just sat around and were creative.
Yeah, and like, now we have just a bunch of people. I think that we can say this all over social media. There's a lot of. Which is why I kind of don't want to follow the trends of social media, but to grow, you have to follow the trends.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of sword. Okay, I'm gonna take your concept, and then I'm gonna make it my own, which is like cool, and like I think it's great. But there's a lot of stealing, and then there's a lot of remastering. It's just like, oh, well, if I take it and tweak it the slightest bit, I can make just enough hype off of it, like they had hype.
Yeah,
and I feel like we're remastering, and like, what's the last like? Moana and Frozen are probably the last Disney movies that actually hit hard.
Yeah, like animated Disney movies that actually hit. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Which would go, in my personal opinion, like obviously in their time and their year. Well, like freaking Frozen came out in 2013.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Frozen is 12 years old.
I know, that's insane to me.
Frozen 1 and Frozen 2
we were in middle
hard.
School.
Yeah. Yeah, but like that's the thing is like that's my little cousins who are like 11. That's their Lion King and their Cars and their stuff like that.
Yeah.
And but like that's the thing is they just keep remaking it, and I'm like, there's some stuff that's coming out that's original that I'm like, fire, let's go.
Yeah.
And then there's
I think that's why I'm excited about like Sinners.
Yeah, like, that's fair. Sinners is like very original. Like Warfare is probably gonna be a fucking banger.
Yeah, that's good. I really want to see that movie.
That one I'm gonna be very excited about. Yeah. Sinners, I'm iffy. Like they have a great cast. Don't get me wrong, they have a great cast. But like, I also am I've never been really behind the vampire werewolf hype. Like they're cool and all, but like I've never really cared. That much.
But I'm gonna say one thing. I can see one thing being successful going forward if they do it well.
Okay.
So Marvel for a long time has done really well, obviously. Yeah. Like, and that was a big part of like us growing up was Marvel movies.
100%.
Because they built that franchise out so well. Like they had a 10-year
You're
plan.
Literally wearing a Marvel shirt right
Mysterio
now.
shirt, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out Mysterio.
I am wearing DC, which I did not realize. Oh wow.
That's
The Dark Knight Rise.
Yep.
Rises. That's crazy.
So that's my one where I'm like, if they get it right, that'll be a franchise. DC. Because if you've read those comics, I'm telling you right now, I read DC comics as a kid, far surpassed Marvel comics.
Oh, DC comics, you just started some shit.
I don't care. I don't care. No, bro. Whole Batman family, you got good Superman stuff. Like, come on, dude. They've got characters.
But Superman and Batman,
yeah, the most famous. Do you know how many good side characters there are in DC?
Do you know how many good side characters there are in Marvel?
Yeah, but they have movies now. Like they've explored that. DC's not like people don't know that stuff about DC though.
I think we need to go back to that because there used to be an argument between
Marvel now there's not DC. Though. But if they do this right, there will be an argument, and I want to see that. I really want to see that because Green Arrow can be done way like the first couple seasons of that TV show. Arrow, hype. When Arsenal came in, hype.
Yeah.
Roy Harper, beast.
Oh, okay.
He's a beast, bro.
Here's I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you personally feel about the fact that CW did their shit for a couple of seasons, then
Yeah.
overplayed it? I'll be honest, they
Oh
overplayed
yeah, totally. Having watched a lot of that, yeah, they
which is
overplayed
fine.
it.
They overplayed it. Shit happened. Personal opinion, the fact that I have no beef with Ezra Miller, I know nothing about him. Uh, I think the actor's name is Grant Gustin.
Yes,
That
the one
played CW.
from yeah.
That's the Flash, and that should have been the Flash.
I'm so mad they didn't make him the Flash in that universe. I think they should have done that because he was universally loved as the Flash. And also everyone was like, he just bodies that character.
He really
so
does.
well. Like, even if the writing of that show after season 3 was garbage,
yeah,
everyone at least still understood to be like, that is the Flash, and that'll never change.
Yeah, because I do remember when Ezra Miller got casted.
And Stephen Amell for Arrow, he bodied that role.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
I almost want to call him Oliver Queen, but that's how, like...
That's what I'm saying,
that's how well
I've
he's
never known him
associated.
for anything else. And he's in a couple other movies. Where,
Yeah.
like, he did a decent job, but, like, nah, he bodied that role. That's what I'm saying.
So if they do Green Arrow movie-wise, they need him. I don't understand. It's probably some, like, contractual conflictions and so on and so forth that didn't allow them, but I honestly don't give a shit at this point. Like, it's like, it was like when Hugh Jackman was like, I don't want to be known as Wolverine anymore. That's cool. But
yeah, it's fun, but
like, don't ever get a different actor to try to play Wolverine.
I agree. Sometimes, like, just let the good be good.
Yeah.
You don't have to rewrite it. You don't have to change it.
I'm also interested in seeing Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom.
Okay, this is going to be a hot take. I know I've had a couple hot takes.
Love hot takes. Run it.
I'm actually excited.
Holy shit, that's not the take I thought you were going to take. Okay, go. Why?
I love Dr. Doom.
Fair.
Dr. Doom, okay, I will say this. I like DC heroes a lot. I think DC makes heroes with arcs, like really good written stories.
Yeah.
Marvel villains are fucking elite.
That's funny because I would almost say the opposite.
I know. I will die on that hill.
Fair enough.
Mysterio, awesome.
Yeah.
Green Goblin, awesome. Thanos is a villain.
Yeah.
But, like, he's so relatable. And, like, you're telling me right now, if you didn't watch your planet entirely die because of, like, overpopulation, like overuse of resources, everything, that you wouldn't go down that path and try to save everyone else. Dude, to the most extreme degree.
Like Killmonger.
Yeah, Killmonger too.
Which is funny about the comics.
A villain.
That's not Killmonger in the comics. You do know that, right? Like,
no, I know,
they completely changed his character arc, but...
No, but comics Killmonger still rules.
Yeah, still rules,
He's
but that
awesome.
wasn't the same guy. But, like, Killmonger, when he was talking, I was like...
It's hard not to... Yeah, I was hard not to relate to the guy, because I agree. Yeah,
I was like, I'm not supposed to fuck with you, but I get what you're...
But I like you so much,
but
bro.
I like
you so much.
Dude, but dog. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're the coldest character.
Yeah, I'm like, you're so clean,
ever. Bro. Like, come on,
I would... That's something they could do. They could do a full, like, Killmonger movie, like his...
I would go watch that so fast.
Yeah.
You have no idea how fast I'd be.
Oh, my God.
I would be there opening day, and I'm never at a movie opening day.
I've been at a movie premiere ever, and I would go.
I would totally
I would so go to that 100%. One. I would, like, but, like, there's so many characters, side characters, that they could do better. Like, honestly, for me right now, Marvel's going downhill. They're redoing the redo of Fantastic Four, which is fine. It's whatever. Shit happens. But it's like...
Okay. I think they casted well, but I also have issues with what they've done with the cast, too. I have a mixed feelings about that.
Yeah.
Because they had John Krasinski in Doctor Strange, like the newest Doctor Strange movie, as Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then they now don't have him as Mr. Fantastic in this new movie that they're going to do for Fantastic Four. And I'm like, literally, everyone for a decade has been saying John Krasinski is your Fantastic. Like Mr. Fantastic. He looks like him.
Reed
if you
Richards.
look at the comics, I'm like, he is literally him.
Funny enough, you know who I've seen some people do Grant Gustin as well, and when they like dye his hair a little bit darker, he also kind of looks a little Reed Richards-ish, and it's fun. But but John Krasinski is 100% looks like Reed Richards.
Looks like Reed Richards. Speaks like Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Has the same cadence and
Yeah.
tone. Like, he carries himself like Reed Richards. Yeah, no. Like, that would have been the dream cast. I don't know why they went back on that, and that frustrated me off the bat.
Dude, they've always cast Ben or The Thing very well.
Yeah, that casting, I was like, fire.
And I didn't hate Chris Evans as Human Torch. I did not hate him
I
as Human
also
Torch.
think the newest casting that they have for the Thing is great.
I didn't see
Even, like I trust him as the Thing. Because, like, his range of emotions, like, after watching The Bear, is like, yeah,
oh,
pick.
yeah,
Great
okay.
pick.
If it's
He's
that
the cousin,
actor, yeah.
great pick. And then the rest, I'm like, I don't know the girl who's
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, I don't know her very well.
Don't hate Vanessa Kirby as Susan Storm. I do not like Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards.
That's the only one that bothers. And I actually love Pedro Pascal.
Oh, we're not
great.
We're not shitting on his ability as an actor. He's still gonna act very well.
No, but I'm mad that they just took away John Krasinski. That's more of what
you know what? I don't hate Joseph Quinn as Human Torch.
I also don't hate him
as
either.
Johnny Storm.
I'll have to see him though in the movie. The one thing this is gonna be a hot take. I know comic wise it's accurate for Silver Surfer to also be a woman as well. Like there's been both.
Yeah,
he's been a male. It's been a male and a female.
Yeah,
and so I'm curious to see where that goes.
It's technically ungendered.
Right, but like I mean, but there's a figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, but the one thing though about those early Fantastic Four movies is like Silver Surfer was pretty fucking cool.
Oh my, the CGI for that was so good.
Yeah, and the way he moved, bro, fire. Like
100%.
He was so cool.
The way he would flip through the board.
And he would just eat missiles with a surfboard.
Makes sense.
Yeah, epic.
Which is literally accurate.
Yeah, literally epic. But yeah, no. So like, I'm curious. I hope they do it well.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, if this Silver Surfer doesn't have half that aura, it's gonna be a flop.
Honestly,
it's gonna be a flop.
Because
everyone's expecting that.
Yeah, and it's also Pedro Pascal
or that Silver Surfer has to be a demon.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope Pedro Pascal actually makes me eat my words, but
I do too.
I don't look at him and see Silver Surfer.
I would have cast him no, it's Mr. Fantastic. I would have cast him in so many other different roles.
Yeah, almost anybody.
I would have casted him as Dr. Doom.
Yeah, he actually probably would have been
He would have been a monster at Dr. Doom.
Oh, yeah.
So, but okay, I need to go back to that original take though.
Oh yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
My only reason why I'm excited is just because I know how good Robert Downey Jr. is as an actor and how much he can body a role. I think him because he was like dickish as Iron Man, and he ate that role up. So well.
Because that's exactly how Iron Man always has.
100%. I'm trying to see him as a monster.
I don't know.
I'm thinking Iron Man gone wrong is Doctor Doom. Like that is pretty much what it is.
That's fair.
And so I think though but if they write it well, and they let Robert Downey Jr. just
be Robert Downey.
Let him act. Let that dude act.
It's gonna be so hard not to look at that character and go Iron Man. You get what I mean? That's the thing. And that's what But that was the joke when Hugh Jackman did because he's gonna be my biggest example of
of a character who never should be different ever.
Right, because Hugh Jackman, that is Wolverine. And when The Greatest Showman came out, my cousins watched The Greatest Showman and he goes, "Why is Wolverine singing so much?" And it was just I
agree.
It was I was I don't.
That's what everyone thought.
And he was I hate being typecasted. I was like, bro, you did 7 movies.
I was about to say, dude, you got mad after 7 movies, bro. You gotta if you didn't want that, you should have bailed on movie 2.
Yeah. Plus, Marvel could go so much deeper with X-Men. They could go so. I want to see a modern day Gamble.
So bad.
You mean Gambit?
Excuse me, yes.
Didn't they? Gambit. They did it in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, Channing Tatum, but I want to see
a real.
Gambit I want to see CGI for Gambit.
I feel
and Cyclops. I love Cyclops. Cyclops is Iceman too. Yeah. X-Men has some characters.
That's what I'm saying. We could go so much.
This is why I'm DC could go nuts if they do it right because. I feel like Marvel did a great job with the franchise, but they didn't explore some characters that were dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wait. The Gambit. There is a Gambit movie.
The Gambit movie?
not out, but
It's in
the
production.
unproduced film Gambit was a planned superhero movie based on the Marvel comic
Oh,
characters.
dude, that's right. They did do that. And Shane
Oh,
Black
it was
talked about that.
canceled after Disney acquired Fox. So they canceled.
Fuck
It was
that.
going
What the
to be a
hell?
movie.
That would have been gas.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
God, dude,
Oh,
Gambit's
fuck off.
Gambit's insane.
That's my favorite X-Men.
Is that your favorite X-Men?
100%.
That's a.
It goes Gambit, Cyclops, Iceman.
Fair. Those are all great takes.
Yeah.
All great takes. Gosh, I haven't been on my X-Men shit in a
Honorable
minute.
mention, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler's got to be my number 2. My number 1's always going to be Wolverine, but that's just.
I mean, it's Wolverine.
It's basic, but it's just like Wolverine's also just a kick-ass fucking character because like dude was like there's comic series where he's a samurai
demon. He's a
Yeah.
demon.
Also-
Him bodying the Hulk.
Wolverine.
Yeah, in the comics.
Yeah, him beating the shit out of the Hulk. Which also, can we talk about the MCU Hulk just
Falling off.
that
being the goated character in movie 1 and then just falling off.
That pissed me
being
off.
on a
They
like,
did him so dirty.
exponential downfall.
Yeah.
Since then, yeah. No.
And now he's
it
like
hurts my feelings.
Yeah, now he's like I get that like in the real world like Bruce Banner and the Hulk do merge. Well, not the real world, but like the
in that-
comic
yeah,
book
yeah.
world. They do merge. I get that, but like him being like a funny character in Ragnarok pissed me
Yeah,
off.
Yeah.
I just like nah. We needed a little bit more Hulk in
Yeah.
the MCU, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, so my take though, going back to the DC argument,
Yeah.
is because Marvel got like funny. You know what I mean?
They did play into the comedy a little bit too much.
Marvel
yeah.
got funny,
I agree.
and DC's not really funny. And I'm excited
Nah.
to see those guys like go nuts, like them make just movies about guys who are darker. And I think that's why I gravitate more towards DC and those heroes.
But that's
because they
why I
are
say
more
the villains are crazy, dude.
in Marvel.
No,
or
in DC.
That's I agree because they're dark. Like Joker. I
I
mean, Joker's always gonna be the number one. You know what I mean? 'Cause
but
he's just so
Joker,
iconic.
like as a psychologist, like though that's a concept because
Yeah.
we still to this day do not know who the fuck the Joker is.
Yeah.
In some series, it's actually Batman's mother that flipped a switch. It's some other people. It's this guy. It's that guy.
It's the guy who murders parents. Like, you know, I mean, they've done it a million
Yeah.
iterations, but overall, it's like Batman never found out who the Joker was.
And never will.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing is because I think the creator of the Joker actually did not give him an origin person, like an
Yeah.
origin person.
Yeah.
I think I might be talking out of my ass. But
Lex Luthor, like
Le-
comic book Lex Luthor is a demon.
Oh my
Like,
gosh!
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
that's a dog.
No, DC has villains and they have heroes. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying Marvel doesn't. I'm just saying, no, overall, I think if DC actually does a 10-year plan,
Isn't James
James Gunn is doing that. And it's starting with
Yeah.
Superman. And I watched a new trailer that they put out for Superman today. Dude, it looks good, and the CGI looks good. Overall,
but it's James Gunn, dude. How is it not going to be
that's
good?
what I'm saying, though. I'm like, and like, he's the one doing that whole mapping of that
Yeah,
entire.
as he
like,
should.
yeah, I agree with that. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
I pray to God that he like really bodies this. And like, I
Honestly.
was listening to the way, because I don't know, Man of Steel wasn't like a very well-rated movie or really
Yeah.
accepted well.
It wasn't
But
terrible,
but
though.
dude, that was I'm not gonna lie.
It was a movie.
Henry Cavill too, Superman,
Oh gosh, yeah,
born for that role.
100%.
Born for that role. I was,
Yeah.
and like originally when I saw they were making a new Superman recast it, I was like, damn.
Who did they cast again? I can't.
David Cornsworth, I think is how his name
Oh,
is.
okay, yeah, yeah.
And I was like, dude, you can't recast Cavill. I'm like, you can't recast him. He was so good as Superman. Like he looks like Superman. He walks like
Yeah.
Superman. He talks like Superman.
In all honesty, after the James Gunn 10-year plan, they need to stop fucking touching Superman and Batman.
I agree.
Who
I
hasn't
also
played...
think they need the best superhero movie to come out in the past 5 years though is the Batman. The Robert Pattinson The Batman. That is the best superhero movie by far.
in the last 5 years?
In the last 5 years. Of this decade, that is still the best movie.
Do you mean like solo superhero movie?
I just mean any superhero
When
movie.
did Endgame come out? Endgame was
Endgame,
a while
Endgame
ago.
was like, dude, we were in high school still. That was
Yeah,
like 18.
yeah. Hold on, wait. I'm hearing you.
No, I think it was 2019. That was 2019. Endgame came out.
Yeah. 5 years of superhero
Well,
movies.
like, also too, like the Batman is a beautiful movie. The CG or not the CGI, excuse me. The cinematography of that movie is gorgeous.
Yeah.
The development of him as Batman and saying it's year 2, it's early Batman,
Right.
and like you can see that like he's making mistakes, and like they're evident mistakes too, like the parachute scene where he's jumping out of the police precinct and he clips that whole going under the highway.
Yeah.
And he clips the top of that with his parachute and just gets rattled. Like they did it so well. Like everything that they wrote in there was super considerate.
I'll agree with you.
Had a point that went back to it as well.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Also, they made the Riddler cool as hell.
Yeah.
And the Riddler's never been cool.
The Riddler's been cool in the comics a lot.
In the comics, but
not in a movie.
And they made him like the Zodiac killer. Like, fire decision. And Paul Dano as the Riddler, I never would have guessed that. Bodied that role. And he was psycho. Like, he was just psycho. And I was like, yes.
You know the series Gotham?
Yeah, bro, that's a series.
The kid that played Joker in that.
So good.
I don't know, because I know he's also Ian Gallagher in Shameless, but I don't know his actual name. He's good.
That dude can act.
He can act.
He can voice act too, because he does a bunch of stuff. You seen the video games, the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah.
That's him as well.
Yeah.
And like they just made the character look like him, and I low key want a Star Wars series off of him.
That could be good. That could be.
I really want a live action of him as like a Jedi, like in the Empire era. That's a plot I could talk about for days. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. We have 3 minutes left on this section.
I'm gonna make this quick rant.
Okay.
The one thing I will never understand that Star Wars hasn't done yet, they're making all these TV shows and everything, and some of them have been good, and some of them have been entire flops to me, like story-wise. I don't understand if they want to make movies about Jedis or a TV show or something, why they don't make a Vader show and it's just Vader hunting down Jedi and just murdering motherfuckers. That would be a show. Because in Kenobi, they showed how like evil Vader is and how cold he was. And dude, that was like one of like that whole show overall wasn't phenomenal, but that moment in there and like the fight between Vader and Obi-Wan is like peak Star Wars to me. And if you just made a whole series, like 8 episodes, 1 season of Vader just going to different planets, finding Jedi, and just murdering motherfuckers would be epic. Bringing back Hayden Christensen because he's so loved right now.
Yeah.
Like he's on a hot streak with all Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
And then you bring in all these new characters or kind of old familiar characters, and you just show Vader just like cold. Like
I feel like you could go deeper in so many people's backstories.
You could show him like more of what he did before, like New Hope and everything, and what he was on. You could show all these like great Jedi stories, and still be original too, and like 100%. Have new content, and it would make sense with all the storyline as well. It's not like you're forcing anything. Like 100%. Really build that out. Yeah, no, it'd be sick.
No, I agree.
Disney, hire me. I'll save your fucking franchise. Honestly, I'm sick of you ignoring the canon.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, that was an episode.
Yeah, it was an episode.
That was an episode. Yeah. As you can tell, we're very passionate.
I'm super passionate about this stuff.
So am I.
I'm also a nerd.
Yeah, dude. They just saw raw autism.
Yeah, no, they just witnessed me they witnessed me actually take over a conversation. Yeah, just out of nerd.
Dude, raw chromosomes, bro. Chromosomes were flying.
Unprocessed chromosomes.
Cage-free chromosomes. Oh gosh, man. Guys, thank you again for joining us for this hour and a half, or however long this ends up being when we cut it up. Thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe. Leave your hate comments so I can respond and get some of my spitefulness out.
You can call me autistic. I mean, that would just be, I can't really.
In all honesty, I might just comment facts to that one.
But there's not really defending that one anymore.
Exactly. But yeah, dude, please like, subscribe, follow us. We are the Perplexing Perspective on all social media platforms except Twitter, because Twitter's a dangerous zone that I'm not trying to get into yet.
Yeah, we're not ready for that yet.
Yeah, thank you for bearing with us. We will come to a solidified program to be able to post podcasts a little bit later, I think we might just take an easy week and just record a couple episodes during the week and then just be able to stock back up.
Yep.
But yeah, we're like recording this like the day before that we're posting it. So apologies for how crazy
sporadic it's been. Yeah.
But still, only episode 8. We'll be in a rhythm hopefully by episode 10 or 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
Keep saying shit with your chest. Thank you guys. Have a blessed week, and we will see you next time.
Appreciate it. Thank you all.
Also, get your mama out of my DMs.
Get her out, dude. What's good?
Yeah. Someone get Barbara, bro.